Nix makes trying out new applications so easy. So a coworker of mine saw my last video where I made a very, it was a terrible terminal countdown. And he said, there is actually a countdown thing that already exists in the terminal. Like there's an application, it's called term down. Now, if I want to try out term down, normally what I would have to do is I'd go to the website, take a look at it, see if it's any good, see what it does, that kind of thing before I install it. Because if you install something on your system, who knows? Maybe it's some weird Python thing, and then you've got weird Python dependencies you don't want, and you try to install it and it doesn't remove everything. So I'm always sort of apprehensive, right? Or you spin up a Docker container, but then it's not actually interacting with your real system. But with Nix, I can do nix-shell, right? Nix-shell -p, and then I can install whatever I want. Last time I did Pango, and this time we're doing term down. So sight unseen, I can just do this. Okay, I'm installing this program, and let's see what happens here. So it's installing it, and it is sandboxing the rest of my applications, so I don't have to worry about it messing anything up. Again, especially with Python or Ruby applications. Okay, so now it is installed on my system, and I can just play around with it. So let's see, term down, and then let's go help and see if it actually has a help page, and it does, right? But I would probably do TLDR term down, right? And if you don't know TLDR, you should. Now you do. And I can take a look at this thing. So, okay, term down 1 minute, 30 seconds. Let's try that. So term down 1 minute, 30 seconds, boom. And check this out. Okay, so it's a timer in your terminal. And that is pretty cool. Now, how did I know it was called term down, right? Because what I did was I did nix-shell -p term down. Well, I just guessed. I guessed that that's probably what the package was called. And most of the time that is accurate. Okay, now, and let's say I decide I don't want term down, right? Well, I've only have this in a subshell, right? So if I actually open up another window here and I type term down, nothing's going to happen. It's not found. It's not linked to my path, right? So I can exit out of here and then exit out of here again, and now I don't have term down. So the binary or whatever it is, I don't even know what kind of program it is still installed on my computer, but it's sandboxed, and it's not going to mess up any of my existing applications. The next time I go ahead and try and install this thing again in a temporary subshell, it'll happen almost instantaneously because it's already been built. It's already there. It just has to link it up again. So now I can do term down, whatever we did before, and it will do this thing. Term down is actually pretty cool. I like that I can do that, and I can give it a title, right? My title like that. And, oh, it doesn't like that because I spelled title wrong. Let's spell title correctly. There we are. And, it's got a title, and now the timer is a little bit smaller. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, one more example here. So I'm going to go into my Tomlink directory. And another coworker told me about an application called Gorse, and I want to try that one out, right? So same idea. So I'm going to do nix-shell -p, but this time I'm going to use Gorse instead of term down. And so whatever Gorse is going to be installed right now. Again, only in this subshell will I be able to access it, and it will be sandboxed from the rest of my applications. Okay, it's installed, and now let's try this thing out. So I'm going to do Gorse and see what happens here. And so here's Gorse running. And if you haven't seen Gorse before, it's a program that's going to visualize a Git repository and show you, how it was created, who created what. You're only going to see me flying around there because I'm the only one who ever worked on this little thing. But you can see, okay, he worked on it in July, and he did all these things, and these are how these things are related. It's pretty cool. But do I actually want this thing on my computer all the time? No, probably not, right? So I'm going to exit out of there, and now I don't have Gorse in my path, and eventually it will be cleaned up because it's not installed anymore. But again, if I wanted to try it out again, because I have the binary or whatever, the piled whatever it ends up being, right, available, and we just have to link it again, and then there we go. I've got it for me.